of silence, and please remember Mike's Stroop's wife, Lisa, in your prayers. All right, join me if you would. All right, thank you. I guess it's not my turn to lead the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, review and adoption of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda.
All in favor? Thank you. All right, approval of the minutes from April 24th, 2023, our regular meeting. Look over those and make a motion whenever you're ready.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of April 24th, 2023 regular minutes.
All right, all in favor? Thank you. All right, public comments?
We have one, Rick Barnes.
Hello again. President DBYO, as you all know. I gave you a bill sometime last October, if I'm not mistaken, for the basketball goal. That has never been paid. It was stated that we would like to have a reduction, and then it was brought up by Logan that you want our financials in order to give us a reduction in rent. That doesn't go hand in hand. I rent property, and I do not ask for somebody's financials in order to establish what I want to charge them in rent. Makes no sense. And we got an email last month, I believe it was, for a $200 deposit because we lease the gym, part of the gym, on a yearly basis. I would like us to be grandfathered in the same way that the people renting the gym on Sundays do not have to have an insurance policy. We have been in that gym for over 20 years. And if you want us to, we'll leave. We're not planning on it. But if we can't come to some kind of agreement and the town actually pay the organization for what they've done, so y'all can continue to rent the gym for basketball. We're not even in there for basketball now, and it's still being used for basketball. And that's because of what we did at East Burke Youth. And it seems like every time I come and talk to the council, they say, yeah, we'll do something, and then nothing's ever done. So it's like you want the youth to leave the town. If that's what you want, please let us know. We will post that on our Facebook page. But we should not be paying to fix something that we rent. And that's what we had to do so we could have a basketball season last year. And the town never paid us back. It makes no sense. I pay town taxes. So I know the town has money. And I saw the plans out here for the auditorium. It wasn't but like $800. And that's money out of the youth. So if y'all can live with it, that's fine.
Anyone else?
That's That's all we have signed up.
6, old business, there is no old business. 7, new business. 7A, consider approval of ordinances for temporary NCDOT road closures for the 2023-2024 cruise-ins and parade. That is explanation in your it's in your packet, the ordinances.
That's for the 5 cruise-ins and the parade, and the DOT has already approved them. We just need to approve ordinances here and get that back to them.
That's something we do every year. I'll make a motion that we approve the ordinance temporary road closures for cruise-ins and parades 2023-24.
All in favor? Thank you. 7B, consider approval of non-NCDOT road closure for First Street Southwest during baseball season. And that's right back here when they play baseball, they like to close the road, keep the kids safe, so. I hear a motion.
I'll make a motion for the non-NC DOT road closure of First Street.
All right, all in favor? Thank you. Okay, consider approval of resolutions for leasing property for 1 year or less. And those are in your packet. Does this have in it about the deposit in these leases?
The deposit will be in the actual lease that they sign,
Uh-huh.
so
Are we voting on that? The lease, the deposit, I'm sorry.
Well, I think we established at the budget retreat to do the deposits. So yeah, the deposits will be mentioned in the lease, if that's what you're asking.
And that is under the policy, the rentals and debt lease policy, so that's part of it. As is the insurance.
Does the council want to address what Ricky said?
I'm fine with grandfathering in any current rentals and asking for the same amount deposits for any future rentals. That would cover them and walk and roll.
I agree with that. Walk and roll, and them, they need to be grandfathered.
How's everyone else feel? All right, so we need a motion. How do we need to do it? A motion to do that? What being recommended?
yeah, let's do Ben's first.
Okay, you make that as a motion?
Yes, sir. Make a motion to grandfather in any deposit increases for any current rentals.
Okay, all in favor? All right, thank you. So now we will vote on all these resolutions.
Yes, the yearly leases with the amended deposit amounts.
Okay. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion
All
for
right,
approval of resolutions. Jason?
all right, all in favor? All right, thank you. All right, now we go to about the planning board. Consider appointment of planning board, board of adjustment, vacant positions. There are 3 and 1 alternate position. There are 1. There is 1, excuse me.
So Ben, we'll do the 3 first. So you've got 2 piles. One is for the regular and one is for the alternate. So we're gonna do the regular ones first. So if you'll choose 3 that you want for that, and then sign your name. And then if everybody will just pass their ballots.
I would like to request to amend the planning board to include 1 additional full-time member. It's my understanding that they had to cancel one of the meetings within the past couple of months because there weren't enough members there. So I would like 7 full-time and 1 alternate.
I mean, 6 full-time and 1 alternate.
Yeah, is that 5 now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that is a changing of the bylaws. So I'm not sure if we can do that just by simple motion.
Yeah, I'd probably bring that back next month. If you wanna go ahead and vote for the ones you wanna vote for, we can vote to add one next month. I think if we're gonna change the bylaws, we gotta do it by ordinance. Someone reads it. But I mean, you can go ahead and do that, direct staff to write that up, bring it back next month, and have it approved.
So what if one of the, what do we do about the extra person next month that's applying this month?
Anyway, I have to approve the bylaws first before it can come to council too. I'm not sure. It's a planning question.
When do they technically, was their last meeting, June meeting? So I'll tell you this, you wanna bring it back next month
That's fine.
with some ordinances and the same people?
Okay,
Well, because that's the thing, that whatever we do tonight won't affect June, so the June meeting. So whatever we're doing will affect July, and we can bring this back in June and have it. Is there any issues with that? Do you see? Okay.
Do you want,
We'll have to wait on hearing.
do you want an even number of seats on that board?
That was that was gonna be my question, is you probably want an odd, you want 7, because I would add, if you're gonna add 1, I'd add 2.
okay. Anybody have a problem with 7 instead of 6?
That would change the quorum.
You gotta have 4 instead of 3.
You have to have how many?
4.
4, yes.
So that, if you're not having enough people as it is, it's doing an extra.
Make it harder.
Yeah.
Well, all these people, their applications, they seem to want to. They want to be there. I don't know why they're not showing up.
So what are we gonna do?
Well,
Yeah, if council would vote on, do we wanna expand it, leave it as is, bring it, I mean, I think whatever you do outside of just appointing them tonight, if you wanna change it, whether it's at 1, 2, however many, we'd have to do that next month. But if you wanna keep it the way it is and appoint people tonight, we can do that tonight. So it's kinda up to you all, whichever way you wanna go. If you wanna add someone, we'll bring it back next month. If not, we can vote on it tonight.
what's the consensus?
I think maybe we'll just keep it the way it is. And then if we start having problems with people not showing up, we could look at it again. We'll do that.
Mike, what do you think? Terry?
I think we need to, really leave it the way it is. But if you have a problem getting them to show up now and you add one more, and you have to have one more person to show up, have your quorum, you're not accomplishing anything. If that's what, if that's the case, for adding one.
Well, Ben, I know how you feel. Did you?
But I mean, I understand what you're saying. I go along with, I understand what you're saying. But if we're having a problem with people showing up to have a quorum, you add one more, you gotta have one more to have a quorum, you're still gonna be in the same boat. You're not accomplishing anything.
I didn't really think about how it would affect the quorum.
Did you make that as a motion?
What?
What you said?
That would be just another way to do it.
No, if I did, I withdraw.
Oh, well, okay.
I still think I have orders to do that.
All right. Well, we will go on then with the vote, I guess, right? Okay.
Okay, were you done?
I'm sorry?
Were you done?
Oh, I didn't realize, I thought you were handing them out. I didn't know they were already over here. Sorry. I was waiting for you to bring them over.
Probably
I'll be okay. So Alice, tell me again how I'm doing this,
You pick 3 and then sign your name.
and then what?
Sign your name.
Okay, so don't worry about the alternate.
No, the alternate, once we pick our 3, then we're gonna go back and do alternate.
Okay.
We've got several people. Very responding very quickly. We don't have it using the other
Okay, so our top 3 are Diane Spiegel and James Robinson, both got 4, and then Dorian Palmer got 3. And Mary Loman had 1. So Dorian, James, and Diane are gonna be our 3, and now we just need to vote for an alternate. Don't pick their names, pick anybody else's name.
Good job, Ben.
Okay, so we got 3 votes for Cheryl Mason and 1 for Mary Loman, so Cheryl will be our alternate. Now, if we just make a motion for those, just official votes.
Okay, you heard Alice.
Make a motion for what?
To make that vote official.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept the results of the vote.
Okay, all in favor? Thank you. All right, 7E, consider approval of ARPA policies, which is record retention, eligible use, and cost principles.
Yes, so staff met with Sherry Long of the Western Piedmont Council of Governments. We were reviewing our ARPA money requirements for accepting the funds. We passed some policies last year, but there were 3 that they've requested that we adopt to expend the funds. Like you said, record retention, eligible use, and cost principles. You can turn to 7E if you want to look through those. But essentially, we'll be doing everything through revenue replacement. So that's going to be number 3 when you look at those. A large portion of this is if you were going to expend funds on purchases or contracts. Since we won't be doing that, we're using revenue replacement and putting all this money towards staff salaries. A large part of this doesn't apply to us, but we're still required to have the policies. So we would need a motion vote to accept them. Alice, do we need to do that separately or one at a time?
I'm good with it. It's just one motion.
One motion.
I make a motion, we approve the ARPA policies.
All in favor? Thank you. Okay, 7F, discussion regarding deposit of yearly lease. I guess we just took care of that. Okay. G, discussion of a possible concert in auditorium. And that's in your packet.
I would be fine to rent the auditorium to the band if they
Uh-huh.
wanted, and it would be great if they came and did it.
Mhm.
But we're not really in the business to put on concerts and sell tickets for them, et cetera. I think it's a little too much to ask.
Plus, there's a consideration of where we'll be in the building process also. I have no idea.
I think it needs to be completed before we get
I
to it.
hope.
You know,
Well, and if we brought this back next month, we should know by June 13th whether or not we get the rural transformation grant. If we get that, then the other concern is once you get it, how quickly you get into construction. And given this is 7 months out from June, I think maybe 8 months. It was February.
Yeah.
It could be an issue, but just in general, I think the other thing we were wanting to know, is this the type of events long-term you're wanting to put on? Is this the short-term goal if we just do the seats and the ADA, or kind of what are council's thoughts on selling tickets? And this would almost be in the territory where you need to hire an events person
Right.
if you're gonna do this.
And I think that's, at that point, we want to do that once all the facilities are done and ready. At this point, I don't think there's much chance we could do it.
I was don't mind selling all those tickets.
One of my main concerns is the lift. Like, given the fact that we've had the events that we've had and not have the lift work. We also, as part of the auditorium project, did have a sound and lighting engineer come in and look at our sound system. I know that during
these
one of the
groups have their
events-
own sound, but still yet, we're not gonna be to the point we can really do anything with this yet.
Mm.
And I mean, you make a commitment, then you're gonna have to do it whether you're ready or not.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if there's a deposit we'd have to pay to book them.
I think it's on the last.
They get, what, 10% up front when you commit to them? Something like that, I think I read it's 10% up front, then you pay the balance of
Yeah.
$4,500 the night as they show up. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good thing, but I'm saying we're not to the point we're ready for that yet.
They ain't get money, they'll get paid till they get it done.
Now, most of them gonna be that way. Most of them that you bring in, you're gonna have to pay them when they arrive. I mean, that's just the way it is. You sign a contract,
I'm talking about like if 10% of it is and all that stuff. You can
that's
get
just
that
again, no, you don't get that back at all. And you put that money up and then you're not ready for it, you have to cancel, then you've lost that 10%.
back. I just think.
Wait till we get
our
ready.
construction done.
All right, so council takes no action on that one. 7H, first reading of the fiscal year 23-24 budget and schedule of fees. And you put that in your packet.
The budget as presented is largely what the council discussed at the April 12th meeting. There's a few changes, and I've listed them in the memo. The public works, the mowing along 70A, the additional utilities over at the auditorium, and a change in the COVID funding relief, which is due to us getting more this year than we expected, so we'll get less next year. There's items still under review, the new Christmas lights, security cameras, and the cleaning service. Items being carried forward include the Husky 2 grant, money to paint the meeting room downstairs, $7,500 for the Part F grant administration fee, a final comprehensive plan payment, and the facade improvement program, which is still on the books. And we currently have a $39,000 balance in that. If you know businesses that would like to spruce up a little bit, we'd be glad to help them. And any of those items that are billed before June 30th would be adjusted accordingly. And then there's also some known rate increases listed there. In particular, if you notice the Duke Energy, right before you get to item 2 down there, they're gonna have a general service increase this year. Well, I should say, they have made a request, and they're gonna have public hearings in June. They're requesting a 9.3% increase for general service and a lighting increase of 27% for streetlights, which would end up being about $8,000 a year, or about $650 to $700 a month for streetlights. But other than those items, it's largely the same as we discussed at the April meeting. And if anybody has any questions, you'll want to call a public hearing. I'll let Alice guide that because she has the details on that. You would call it in June.
Before we do that, the schedule of fees is at the end of that, and we did have some revisions to that. They're in red, it's this page here. Our planner, Rachel, went and compared our fees compared to other closely related towns, and these are the suggestions that she recommended. So all the changes are on that first page, so we did have one other request on the gym. Currently, on our off-season, which is when East Buckhead is not in there, we have up to 5 hours, a daily rate of up to 5 hours is $50, so we would like to request that to just a daily rate of $50, kind of like what we do with the auditorium. Again, this is off-season things. But that's what we'll officially propose next month. But we just wanted you to be aware of that. So if you don't have any questions on the budget or anything like that, then yes, we do have to call a public hearing at our next June meeting.
Okay. What's that, just a matter of motion?
Yes.
Can the public comment on this?
I'll let it to the council, is that?
No, I mean, public hearing would be next month.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just review.
Yeah, we'll call it this month for next month, and that's public can come in.
Then the public can comment then?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the council? Call, we have to have a vote.
Make a motion to call a vote,
Yes.
vote hearing in June.
All in favor? Thank you. Okay. May facilities report. That is in your packet. I don't know if anybody needs to comment on that, but. Okay, hearing none. April tax report. That is in your packet. April deputy report. Sound like you had a car stolen down my way.
It was recovered.
Oh, good.
Pondview.
Or where I used to live.
Oh, Shepherd's Court.
Well, if there are no other comments on any of those, we're going to our committee reports. Technical coordinating committee,
Nothing before it.
transfer, okay, for the transportation advisory. Okay. Western Piedmont Council Government Policy Board,
Tomorrow night.
Burke Economic Development,
We didn't meet this month, and I don't think we're meeting in July. They're giving 2 months off, but we're having a retreat, I believe, sometime in June. So nothing to report, but I'll let you know what happens in June for July.
Recreation and Tourism,
Nothing to report.
Water Resource Committee, BEDIC,
Okay, Derek met it on April the 27th at Valley's Town Hall. Carrie read the minutes and did, excuse me, the council approved the minutes. Carrie gave a financial report and Eddie gave a delinquent report. There were 3 new loans approved and all of them were in Burke County.
Yes.
Okay, the next meeting was this Thursday, the 25th at Valley's Town Hall.
Okay, Burke County Library Board of Trustees, we didn't meet this month. Events Committee, we didn't meet unless anybody has any.
No, but we're going to meet with Eddie on the 25th,
Yes.
Logan and all.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and just as an update, and I may have told you last month, but as a reminder, so what we've done is the timeline of responsibilities that Karen had when she did the festivals, we gave that to Eddie, sent it to him. And what we wanted to do is give him time to look that over, build some questions, see what he wanted to talk about, meet with him again, refine it, and then try and set up an agreement. So hopefully the next meeting for the events committee will either be in, probably not in June, maybe, but July or August, most likely. But we'll come back to you when we've got more.
You say the 25th?
It's the 24th, I think. I think it might be the 25th. If the 25th is a weekend day, then no.
Anyway, we're meeting.
Yeah, it's 4 p.m. on one of those days.
When's your birthday?
Okay, other business? All right, announcements? All right. Number 10, closed session.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session.
All in favor? Thank you.
Alice, do I in stream for this?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask that question. Why don't they get it over with?